What is one huge problem with Fallout 4? It's hard to be a bad guy.
I like you already.
Speech options are almost often yes, yes, yes but later, and inquisitive yes.
Are you gonna teach me this code of ethics?
But calm your sweet, demented, and fractured frontal lobes, dear viewers, as I have a solution for you. A solution that entirely breaks Fallout 4.
Rejoice! For on this day you have been liberated! Liberated from the struggles of your foul, futile existence! Rejoice! Because in doing so, you mark the path to freedom! To a new America!
I've played a lot of Fallout 4, but I always just seem to end up playing as Murder Mountain drug huffing Jesus, spending all my days melting unequivocal bad guys. You know, bloodthirsty raiders, big brutish Urukai, I mean super mutants, and of course, indulging in carpentry. That's a that's a callback to the Jesus thing. You get it? Okay. Yeah, sure. I mean, I can do that for like 200 hours, but now what? Remember that intro scene from Fallout 2? I know you don't. It came out in like 1998. When it's like, whoa, those guys are awesome. I wonder if I can be one of those guys. And then a family comes out like, well, they still have cool armor. So what if we played as one of those guys? This playstyle is as straightforward as it is fun. You'll play as what's essentially an Enclave remnant. If you don't know what the Enclave is, just imagine Ronald Reagan had a love child with Abe Adolph Lincoln, Lee Ermey, and an M1 Abrams. And then that person's brain was the basis for an entire faction of people with super advanced technology.
Your ride's over, Mutie. Time to die. I just triggered the self-destruct. The work will go on. You didn't do nothing here except seal your own death warrants. Duty. Honor. Courage. Semper Fi.
Oh, by the way, extra emphasis on essentially being an Enclave remnant. Because sometimes while playing, my headcanon just kind of became, you know what, screw the Enclave. I'm just a guy that went freaking ballistic after the bombs fell and defaulted back into Uncle Sam's personal Grim Reaper. You know, like the good old-fashioned pre-apocalypse days. In theory. At the end of the day, it's up to you. Although again, I ended up leaning a bit more towards the latter. I mean, come on, the zealous patriot lingo has its charm. But, Jesus, I mean, the Enclave are just assholes.
The fuck? Who is it? What? I should kick your fucking ass. Who is this? See how smart you feel with internal security all over your freaking ass, dickhead.
So how do you play this character? Does it breathe open air?
I'm sorry, little one.
Does it have mutations?
Is that all you got? You hit like a grandma's wet napkin? You swing like a paraplegic? You swing boards like my grandpappy signs checks, and he has Parkinson's disease.
Does it worship radiation?
You people live here? This place is a dump.
You are not one of Adam's chosen. Save your judgment for those who care what mortals think.
You're worshipping what? Radiation? You're crazy.
Atom provides for and protects us. If you are unwilling to accept his embrace, then I suggest you...
Does it get cooked up in discount Westworld? Oh, and speaking of freedom, this build gives you a massive harbor of options for how you play. But here's the most important rule, alright? Rule number 1, get your baby smooth hands on a suit of power armor ASAP. I recommend using an alternate start mod to allow yourself the option to start with the set. But if power armor doesn't quite tickle your Star Spangled Banner, you can always play as an officer type. Just make sure you keep your face and head covered. Don't want to huff up all that grody glow stick air, do ya? I prefer to look like the Tin Man in a cloud of fear gas, so I tried out a couple of classic power armors. The T-51, Certified Hood Classic, a staple of the original 90s games and an attractive hat for curious tribals. The X-01, a variant of the Enclave armor featured in the aforementioned 90s games. The confusingly sexy and terrifying Hellfire armor. Featured as an Enclave armor in the also classic Fallout 3. Okay, they're all classic, you got me. Except Brotherhood of Steel in 76. We don't talk about that. Maybe dabble in 70. I'm thinking about dabbling in 76, but Brotherhood of Steel can go eat shit. And lastly, the Midwest power armor from Fallout Tactics. Infused with corn syrup for extra strength, and granted large antlers to dare any poor soul to try and hunt the hunter. Anytime one of my sets got too beat up in the flurry of battle, I'd hike it over to my garage and switch sets, so you'll see me kind of flipping around throughout the video. However, I did use console commands to get most of these just for the video, so you probably realistically want to stick to like one or two of your faves. Also, pretty much all of these are mods, so I'll add links for them in the description, and if you're on console, I'm pretty sure most of these are available on Bethesda's in-game mod launcher. Here's rule number 2. This one's a quickie, don't worry, I won't drag you along like the last one. For your special stats, dump into intelligence so your smarty pants can put wicked upgrades on your super suit. Pour into strength, that way you get the pain train perk and you channel the spirit of Troy Polamalu.
You got something, Beauty? Oh wait! It's your doll! Clean up one aisle! Dante's Inferno!
And trickle into endurance as you level up. That way you can soak up lead and shrug off radiation like Godzilla. Now that you got your rubbery mitts on a big suit of RoboCop carapace, how does an angry, prejudiced trash compactor navigate a story full of talking, walking, and walking, talking, and radiated flesh bags?
It's Diamond City Radio.
Well, it requires a little compromise. This is what I mean about breaking Fallout 4.
Meet me back at the police station and we'll discuss the details.
Since the Brotherhood of Steel also mostly spends their time wearing full-body Prancer-sized weights, and they share the extreme prejudice towards wasteland mutants and synths, they're the natural choice for an ally. In fact, a lot of talks of Paladin dance usually slowly devolve into an echo chamber.
You must hate these mutants as much as I do.
Absolutely. Wiping them out was a pleasure.
I wish all of mankind shared your sentiment.
Makes sense.
Anyway, I'm Paladin. That's enough.
Now, the Brotherhood doesn't necessarily share your sentiment to melt regular wasteland settlers. But if they watch it happen, I mean, they don't exactly object either. So, you know, you're golden, fella. Go nuts.
Are you ready to meet God, Beauty? I've got a package from Lady Liberty! No return address! Get ready to die for your country, you maggot sack!
Sounds like a great fit, though, right? Well, here's where the compromise further comes in. The Brotherhood, much like their similar Enclave counterparts, are also assholes.
You don't look much like a soldier to me.
So even though you have a head full of Kool-Aid and a proclivity for hydraulically reinforced skull crushing, they talk to you like resentful little teenagers who just lost their phone privileges.
That location better be cleared out.
You really have to ask?
The obvious answer is yes. Now, if you're done asking stupid questions, yeah, now report to Paladin Dance.
Also, sometimes the dialogue options don't even let you tell them to blow it out their freaking exhaust pipe, so you're just kind of stuck taking it.
Alright, out with it. What's your game?
I don't have time for this.
Well, you better make time if you intend to stay on board. See, that's what I don't get about you. You're not the military type. You're a loner. So I can't figure out why you're sticking around. You got what you wanted, so why don't you hit the road?
What can I say that will make you trust me?
There's nothing you can say. Trust is earned through action. Nothing more, nothing less. So, ready for your assignment, hero?
You see, an unfortunate side effect to this build is that you get used to just blasting everything that dare step in your looming shadow. So when a bunch of smug Boy Scouts start bossing you around on a freaking power trip, man, is it hard to play nice. I'm lucky enough to have actually recorded the exact moment that I came inches from just blasting every Brotherhood member in the building and just entirely abandoning the main quest. To keep that from happening, my thought process was essentially this. So, okay, there's likely a lot of bureaucratic douche nozzles in the Enclave, so maybe this is something that this character would be used to potentially begrudgingly dealing with.
Oh, lovely. They've sent me a moron. If I like you, you can call me Sarge. But guess what? I don't like you! Do you understand? You moron! You are not to question my orders! When I say jump, you jump! When I say fight, you fight! When I tell you to die for your country, then you will certainly die! Have I made myself clear?
And also, the Brotherhood of Steel is a stepping stone to the Institute, right? Okay, stay with me. So to keep cool and play along with getting communicatively pissed on for the time being would be the wise move to make it to the Institute and wipe them off the grid. If, however, you find the discipline to bite your tongue and let the Brotherhood guide you to the Institute, the payoff is glorious. By the time you get all the pieces of the puzzle in order to actually get there, you've had ample time to spec up your character into a hydraulically integrated flame-belching reaper of diminishing. Honestly, even while I was wiping the floor with Institute eggheads, I kind of put myself in their shoes for a moment, and it made me shudder, I'm not gonna lie. Fallout 4 becomes a horror game, and you are the monstrosity. It's like that Darth Vader hallway scene stretched out over the course of 10 freaking minutes.
Alert. Security Unit A134-75B has been terminated. This facility has been breached. Please locate the nearest exit and exit the facility. This is not a drill. Please locate the nearest exit and exit the facility. Please stay calm and locate the nearest exit. This facility has been compromised. This is not a drill. Please stay calm and locate the nearest exit.
And that's all I have for you. I want to thank you for watching. This took a little longer than my videos normally take, so I hope you can really see that effort show through here. I think it did. I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. And if you do this build, let me know how it turned out. Leave a like if you liked it, because I did spend a little extra time on this, and I certainly have my reasons not to have gotten this done in time, so any support's appreciated. Alright, enough begging. Thank you very much, and adios.